Sorry, my name is Luca Locastro. I proudly work for Arias Software, and this is my Twitter account, and that's my email address if you want to get in touch with me.
But you don't read emails.
I don't read emails. We're going to discuss today about Automation Manager, which is one of the products that Arias Software makes. And of course, for who doesn't know Automation Manager, I think going to the website of ariassoftware.com is a great starting point. And please pay attention, and probably you will learn some things today as well. Before I start, I want to introduce the team I work with. These are all my colleagues: Matt, Violetta, Arno, Musa, and Irmgard, and they are part of the integration team, as I am. So that's the team I work with. And we can quickly move to what we're going to discuss today. It's automated integrations. And with automated integration, I really wanted to make a point about sharing my experience of what automation is, and describing the business logic, which is a term I use to control automation, as you will see shortly. The demo, it's a presentation where there is going to be lots of demo, and I hope internet is going to help me because it's all live. There is no recording because I don't read emails. So that's the truth. And so it's going to be lots of demo. Please interrupt me as much as you want, and I hope it's going to be clear for everybody. If it's not clear, please reach me afterwards. I'm open to discussion. What is an automated service? An automated service is something that keeps working no matter what. When you create an automated service, it could be something old, like yesterday we described a 77 pages step-by-step instructions how to onboard a user or to do something, but made in a different way, in a much more efficient way. It will bring quality, and it is something that is always there. No matter what, the automated service is always there to do something that you decide what. Also, the automated service could be something or someone. Perhaps, we can think about replacing not people, but replacing certain functions of an enterprise, like the help desk, perhaps. Do you really need people at the help desk to pick up calls? Maybe that could be automated in a certain way. It's not too futuristic, of course, but that's what I'm going to show you today. So what can be automated? Everything that has not been automated yet, and probably your creativity is your limits. You really can do everything. If you can do it manually, you can do it in an automated fashion. Automation is just, whatever you do in a manual mode, you can do it definitely with automation. The terms of hybrid automation is what I really refer to today. The reason why it's hybrid, it's not a full automation, is because full automation could be a bit intimidating. For enterprises like to transit from one stage to the other. They don't like to switch from 0 to 1. If you go into an enterprise and you want to produce, you want to put down a project and say we're going to automate the whole thing, the enterprise is going to be probably a little bit intimidated by this because they trust people more than they trust machines. They like machines. They know that the percentage of the work is done by machines, but they also trust people in control of the machines. So hybrid automation is what we're going to see for several years to go, which is a transitional period between full automation and manual processing. To make you understand better, I'm going to give you an example. And everyone flies here, everyone takes airplanes, and everyone, at least me, I do. And when I go to the airport, before boarding the plane, I always take a look at the cockpit of an airplane. And it's always nice to see people inside. And the reason why I look is because, I don't know, I probably when I was a child I wanted to be a pilot or something, but my eyes always go there before boarding the plane. Now, would you board a plane if you see these trucks? Would you actually take the flight? I don't think you would fly on that plane. At least I would be a little bit afraid. And that's what enterprises think of. They like automation, but they like the hybrid mode. They like to see a smiley face on the cockpit, and they trust those people to press the right button to make the airplane fly. I hope that is clear. Okay, so what to automate? Well, Cost savings, ROI for automation is very easy. Cost savings, long term, short term, always. You always save money with automation, no matter what. There is no ROI in terms of automation. You really save money because the investment is very, very small compared to what the automation will make for you. You see Amazon, you see Google, you see all the big corporates. There is no cloud service without automation. So if you want to do cloud, you have to go and do automation. Quality of service guarantee, step by step, your procedures are repeated at the same way every single time. The service will not fail you. The hardware can fail you, but your logic will not fail you. If you design an automated service as it should be, you will always produce high quality service for your customers and end users. Speed of delivery, of course, we don't have to wait for people to take a coffee break. An automated service is there, it's going to interact with you instantly, and it's going to deliver what you are asking for. And also it's impersonal. Sometimes, I don't do shopping any longer at the shop. If I need an hard disk, I buy from Amazon. I don't want to talk to people, I'm sorry. I might be alienating myself, but that's the truth of today's world. We do everything through a machine. And impersonal, it's actually better for certain things, because when we want to ask someone a favor, like can you increase my disk space, or can you add this, to other people it's not nice. And one thing that I remember from my years at the university, when I was asking, can I have more disk space, the guy at the outlet was saying, why, what do you need to do? And I'm like, why do you care, just give me more space, I'm the end user. So an automated service probably is not going to ask you, why do you want to do this? I'm not in the mood of doing this for you. So impersonal is a good thing. How to control automation? Well, business logic. Analyzing, studying, planning, and presenting. So those are the 4 keys to define a business logic for an automated service. Analyzing, you have to use your brain, of course. Analyze the requirements from an existing service. If there is a service there, from punching machine to the onboard user to increase this space, restart, VM, everything is got a best practice if you are lucky. If you're not lucky, well, you need to improve the service by talking to people. You need to bring in your best man, talk to people, don't talk only to one person within the company, talk to lots of people within the company to understand the real requirements. Managers sometimes have different needs than end users. Speak to both. Do a top-down approach. And finally, use the right tools. In this case, planning your functionality using Automation Manager and presenting the service using the IT Store. Great product to do such thing. Okay, the demo. Let's talk about the demo. The idea of the demo came to me when I was on holiday in Italy and my internet was not working, so I have to get in touch with the help desk. Funny enough, Tiscali, which is one of the service providers in Italy, does not have a contact number, and I was quite surprised. I was so old-fashioned. I wanted to pick up the phone and say, hey, my internet is down, what can you do for me? Well, it wasn't that, it was quite slow. Sorry?
They do have a website for it, of course.
Yes, no, it's even better. They have the help desk runs from Twitter. So what they do is, it's completely open, you need to follow them, and basically you just send a request on Twitter, and they reply in Twitter. It's very strange, but it actually works.
Yeah, but you send a request, my internet is not working.
No, it was slow. It was a little bit slow. I had a few issues. It was going up and down, so I was getting a message every 3 hours, but that's okay. So what you're going to see during the demo is I'm going to have an end user on the road, the white hat guy, and I'm going to have the red hat user at the help desk. The end user on the right, on the left, the white hat is going to send some tweets and send the request to the help desk. The help desk will reply. Probably they're going to get an agreement somehow, and eventually the help desk guy is going to log with this ticket, because that's how corporates work. You have a problem, first of all, log a ticket, and then we'll figure out how to help you. So the help desk guy is going to log a ticket, perhaps in ServiceNow, which is an incident management tool. And from there, I will take you through other parts of the demo. So this is the kind of the first stage of the demo. The purpose is to install on this mobile an application. I want a calculator that does amazing scientific stuff. It's called RealCalc Pro, and I want it here. So I'm the end user. Let's see how we're going to do that. To spice things up, I'm going to use an AppSense USB cable. So for the first time ever, an Arias phone connected to an Arias laptop through AppSense USB cable. Let's see if it works. Probably will work. If it doesn't work, we know why. Just kidding, just kidding. Alright, oh, it works. Okay. Good stuff, AppSense. Let me make it this bigger for. Okay, so that's the phone. We're just gonna see the phone. We're gonna keep it there, and eventually we're gonna see an application there if the demo goes well. Off we go. Okay, so let me just continue from here. I'm going to use Twitter. So maybe some of you do not know. I didn't know when I embraced this project. I found out that Twitter's got limitations. They do not allow too many connections. They get upset and they cut you off. That's it. So you have, as a user, using their service, you have 250 tweet direct messages per day and so on and so forth. I'm not going to use the interface. I'm going to use the API. So you're going to see a very small PowerShell window running there that tells me how many connections I got still available. So I do apologize for that, but that's kind of core to me to understand how much I can talk to Twitter. And that's the API really thinking. So I should get everything within 15 connections. No questions for the moment. Right. Okay, what up in here? No more on the phone. All right. So, what I will do is I'm going to send a message through Twitter to the help desk. In this case, the help desk is Automation Manager, and I will expect a reply. Because we are depending on the internet, Automation Manager is triggered by an email notification. Sorry?
Yeah, Erwin is there. He has his birthday today. I just realized.
We're going to send him a message as well. So,
I'm going to bring a beer for him.
So basically what I will do is I'm going to send a message, and Automation Manager is going to be triggered by an email notification, and then everything will start. It's going to take a little bit of time, maybe 30 seconds or so, if internet works. And let's give it a go. So I know it's help desk demo, it's the guy, and I'm gonna write like, hello mate, how you doing? I'm gonna send a message.
You do.
Hello mate, how you doing is kind of a British, Italian, American expression. Hello mate means hello. But in a British way, which is, well, it's used, I believe, in England and Wales, if I'm not wrong. I don't think Scottish use this expression. How are you doing? It's just an Italo-American way of saying, how are you? So let's see in which mood the Automation Manager is today. Probably is going to get upset about this. And eventually, he's going to give me a reply. If you have any question, now is the time to fire all your questions. We're going to wait until internet do something for us. Any question? So far, is it clear? Do you like the concept? Is it a little bit too outrageous, or what do you think? Do you see the idea to substitute an automated an help desk with an automated service is something that could work in an enterprise? Yeah. Right. I did say it would take long.
So did you say that to the ladies in the bar yesterday as well? Hello mate, how are you doing?
Hello mate. Hi. No, I didn't. I just say hello. I'm on my way
How
out.
you doing?
Right. So sorry about the delay, but I'm really, really concerned. Oh, here we go, we got something. Maybe, oh, let me refresh. Let's see if I got a message. I don't have any message. Interesting. Oh, that's a message. They say, it was great talking with you. Well, it's not in a good mood, is it? Okay, I need to open a ticket, please. Let's see. It's going to be slightly quicker now because Automation Manager is awake, he had coffee, and probably he's going to reply within 20 seconds, I believe. He should reply. There you go. Unfortunately, Twitter's got a terrible refresh system. They say, okay, I will need some information for that. I'm going to ask you a few questions. Provide your email address. All right, I'm going to give you the email address at arielsoftware.com, and I'm going to send it to the guy. That's my email address. You know, just I was envisioning like us. Yeah, oh, he's very quick. All right, sorry, I'll talk to you later. So, okay, thank you. The email address is, okay, yeah, that's mine. Describe the problem. I need a calculator, what's it called? I need real Cal Pro on my mobile, please. It's good. All right. Okay. So, yeah. So we're gonna send the description, and obviously this is all scripted. I'm gonna give you the script for this if you fancy taking a look at it. It's very simple script. Here we go again. I think he doesn't like me to talk too much. So okay, the impact of this request, well, it's very high. I want the calculator, so it's 1, 2, 3. Which 1 is the highest and 3 the lowest? What's the impact? Let's see how many questions. All right, yeah, it's here. Okay, thank you. The urgency from 1 to 3. What is going to be the urgent? Very urgent now. Like now. I want it now. I got no time. It's not going to ask me more questions. That should be enough.
Yeah, because then you have your 15 messages.
Yeah, I got 15. Yeah, exactly. I missed the window. Oh my God. Oh yes. It's coming back to me. Okay, thank you. I'm going to log an incident and send you a reference number. Well, thank you very much. That's very efficient. You know, not too much troubles. I think I'm okay with messages. I'm not even running the script. All right, message. Oh, here we go. I got a reference number. IANGLE 10841. Okay. Well, let's stop the demo, please. And that's the first part of the demo. So I basically use Automation Manager to serve an end user to log a user case. I need, yes. It's when it's like a bit annoying sometimes. The demo has been stopped. Thank you. Yes, thank you. All right. So that's the first part. So now we have this end user on the road that he wanted this application. So he has to log a ticket. This is how he communicates with the help desk. Very simple. The only difference is that behind the help desk there is Automation Manager and not some guy. Let's take a look at the incident that has been logged. This is ServiceNow, which probably most of you know. It's like DMC Remedy or HP or whatever other softwares they do incidents management. Let's take a look at the new assigned tickets. Okay, well, okay. Here we got my tickets. The incident has been logged with the number that I got through Twitter. That's my name. I need the real Cal Pro, my mobile, please. So let's do a little bit of a hybrid automation now. This is where hybrid automation is what I believe is truly hybrid automation. So someone at the help desk is going to pick up this ticket in ServiceNow, and we'll have the option in ServiceNow, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but you have the option to assign this ticket to the right team. In this case, it will be the mobile application team, perhaps, to install the application. The only difference is, if you look down here, we we got RES automation service in ServiceNow as well. So what we do recommend people, well, corporates, is before you escalate to a team, which is very costly, try to resolve the problem using Automation Manager. So all the guy at the help desk, the officer, the operator, call it as you want, should do is to go to the RES Automation Manager, which is a plugin you can download from ServiceNow wikis. And that's it. Let's see what we got here. We're going to select an agent for the, and we have several applications here. We got several runbook jobs. So basically, we are communicating with the Automation Manager and see what type of resolutions we can do. I have created this one, which is install mobile application for this demo. And these ones are parameters. Username, UDID is the device which is automatically populated by ServiceNow. And I'm going to type the RealCalc Pro application. And RealCalc Pro application. And what I will do before assigning to someone is actually to assign it to Automation Manager. Let's see if Automation Manager can solve this problem. And that will make my life easier. As soon as we send the request, we get a scheduled job at the top here. A scheduled job has been sent to RES, so RES is going to take care of this procedure. And let's take a look at my mobile. Oh, which is no longer available. What is it? Oh, that must be the absence. No, really. Restart. I just want to show you the mobile. Otherwise, it succeed. Let me swap cable just in case. No.
In the meantime, how many of you guys?
Oh, you just missed it. You really just missed it.
No Automation Manager? And how many of you were aware of the ServiceNow integration we have, which is being demonstrated? So, especially if you have a lot of information.
Has been installed, and well, I just missed that, but I'm going to show you. That I got an email notification right at the top from AirWatch. So AirWatch is the software I've been using. Sorry, we also integrate with AirWatch. I didn't say that. So ServiceNow, AirWatch, Automation Manager went to AirWatch. He told them to install an application which is called RealCalc Pro, and AirWatch agent, which was installed on this mobile, has delivered the application. Application has been installed with RealCalc, and they just click on it. It's RealCalc is a very good application, by the way, and that's the application, which is my scientific application.
Well, that's AirWatch. Do you support mobile?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do support mobile irons and mobile AirWatch. We're going to support much more in a very near future as well. It's just sorry.
Soon.
Soon. Oh, soon. Yes. Sorry.
Coming soon to a tier venue.
Well, that's it really. I think I'm at. Sometimes automation can be a little bit boring. I understand. It just works. But if you have any questions, this is what I really wanted to show. I hope I sent the right message to you about automation and the way you can do it. If you have any question, please come to me. Otherwise, enjoy a few beers tonight. Thank you very much. This is my email address again. Just drop me an email. I will read it.
Just